What do you do in your free time? What do you do in your free time?
What do you do in your free time?
Do you want to sit down? Do you want to sit down?
Do you want to sit down?
What magazines do you subscribe to? What magazines do you subscribe to?
What magazines do you subscribe to?
I ask to see your daughter. I ask to see your daughter.
I asked to see your daughter.
I wish I could stay longer. I wish I could stay longer.
I wish I could stay longer.
I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave.
I don't want to leave.
The school is farther than the station. The school is farther than the station.
The school is farther than the station.
There appears to have been an accident. There appears to have been an accident.
There appears to have been an accident.
Lisa came to see me last autumn. Lisa came to see me last autumn.
Lisa came to see me last autumn.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your hard work.
Thank you for your hard work.
There must be some kind of mistake. There must be some kind of mistake.
There must be some kind of mistake.
She got a job as a typist. She got a job as a typist.
She got a job as a typist.
Air is a mixture of various gases. Air is a mixture of various gases.
Air is a mixture of various gases.
I wish I could stay longer. I wish I could stay longer.
I wish I could stay longer.
I don't like any of his music. I don't like any of his music.
I don't like any of his music.
Good luck on your match. Good luck on your match.
Good luck on your match.
In addition to English, he speaks German. In addition to English, he speaks German.
In addition to English, he speaks German.
Is there anywhere else you recommend? Is there anywhere else you recommend?
Is there anywhere else you recommend?
How long has it taken us? How long has it taken us?
How long has it taken us?
I bought the same shirt as yours. I bought the same shirt as yours.
I bought the same shirt as you.
Sorry, I just couldn't help complaining. Sorry, I just couldn't help complaining.
Sorry, I just couldn't help complaining.
You must stick to your promise. You must stick to your promise.
You must stick to your promise.
Let me relieve you of your suitcase. Let me relieve you of your suitcase.
Let me relieve you of your suitcase.
That dress is not to my taste. That dress is not to my taste.
That dress is not to my taste.
I bet he doesn't make it. I bet he doesn't make it.
I bet he doesn't make it.
Jack drove too fast, which was reckless. Jack drove too fast, which was reckless.
Jack drove too fast, which was reckless.
I could never compete with him. I could never compete with him.
I could never compete with him.
Tom walked across the street. Tom walked across the street.
Tom walked across the street.
I have a favor to ask you. I have a favor to ask you.
I have a favor to ask you.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
John is just the kind of person I imagined. John is just the kind of person I imagined.
John is the best kind of person I imagined.
I'm stuck on what to do. I'm stuck on what to do.
I'm stuck on what to do.
The city has many broad streets. The city has many broad streets.
The city has many broad streets.
Take my word for it. Take my word for it.
Take my word for it.
Who buys this type of art? Who buys this type of art?
Who buys this type of art?
This novel is difficult to understand. This novel is difficult to understand.
This novel is difficult to understand.
I little dreamed of seeing you here. I little dreamed of seeing you here.
I little dreamed of seeing you here.
I've made up my mind. I've made up my mind.
I've made up my mind.
I can speak a little English. I can speak a little English.
I can speak a little English.
Where is the lost and found? Where is the lost and found?
Where's the lost and found?
This is the reason I came here. This is the reason I came here.
This is the reason I came here.
It's really hot, isn't it? It's really hot, isn't it?
It's really hot, isn't it?
Everyone has a character of his own. Everyone has a character of his own.
Everyone has a character of his own.
The chance was fully taken advantage of. The chance was fully taken advantage of.
The chance was fully taken advantage of.
At length my wish was realized. At length my wish was realized.
At length, my wish was realized.
I don't know which button to push. I don't know which button to push.
I don't know which button to push.
What would you like to drink? What would you like to drink?
What would you like to drink?
Don't talk in a loud voice here. Don't talk in a loud voice here.
Don't talk in a loud voice here.
I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to take a bath.
I'm going to take a bath.
You won't be in time for school. You won't be in time for school.
You won't be in time for school.
I'm so glad I made it in time. I'm so glad I made it in time.
I'm so glad I made it in time.
This watch keeps bad time. This watch keeps bad time.
This watch keeps bad time.
Whenever I drink, I get sleepy. Whenever I drink, I get sleepy.
Whenever I drink, I get sleepy.
How did all this come about? How did all this come about?
How did all this come about?
What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
I have a big problem. I have a big problem.
I have a big problem.
Don't tell anybody but him. Don't tell anybody but him.
Don't tell anybody about him.
I'm not satisfied with that company's service. I'm not satisfied with that company's service.
I'm not satisfied with the company's service.
You don't have to be nervous. You don't have to be nervous.
You don't have to be nervous.
I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand it anymore.
I can't stand it anymore.
There are many birds in this forest. There are many birds in this forest.
There are many birds in the forest.
She got the jump on me. She got the jump on me.
She got the jump on me.
Jack bought a present for his friend. Jack bought a present for his friend.
Jack bought a present for his friend.
I'm not listening to any excuses. I'm not listening to any excuses.
I'm not listening to any excuses.
I hit my head on the door. I hit my head on the door.
I hit my head on the door.
The matter should be tried in public. The matter should be tried in public.
The matter should be tried in public.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
It's a nice change of pace. It's a nice change of pace.
It's a nice change of pace.
We have an oversupply of clothing. We have an oversupply of clothing.
We have an oversupply of clothing.
I can't put up with this noise. I can't put up with this noise.
I can't put up with this noise.
I'll be there in about 10 minutes. I'll be there in about 10 minutes.
I'll be there in about 10 minutes.
I mistook you for someone else. I mistook you for someone else.
I mistook you for someone else.
Will you have a cup of coffee? Will you have a cup of coffee?
Will you have a cup of coffee?
Could I have 1/3 of it? Could I have 1/3 of it?
Could I have done 1/3 of it?
How are you faring these days? How are you faring these days?
How are you faring these days?
I think jogging is good exercise. I think jogging is good exercise.
I think jogging is a good exercise.
Tom and Mary like each other. Tom and Mary like each other.
Tom and Mary like each other.
I will accept full responsibility for this. I will accept full responsibility for this.
I will accept full responsibility for this.
I was in the wrong. I was in the wrong.
I was in the wrong.
Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side.
Look on the bright side.
I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you.
I have something to tell you.
Could I see a menu? Could I see a menu?
Could I see a menu?
I'm sure everything will be okay. I'm sure everything will be okay.
I'm sure everything will be okay.
This is very nice to look at. This is very nice to look at.
This is very nice to look at.
Here's a pen for you to use. Here's a pen for you to use.
Here's a pen for you to use.
What you said surprised me. What you said surprised me.
What you said surprised me.
I'm sure she'll come soon. I'm sure she'll come soon.
I'm sure she'll come soon.
Do you have a minute? Do you have a minute?
Do you have a minute?
Climbing the Matterhorn is difficult. Climbing the Matterhorn is difficult.
Climbing the Matterhorn is difficult.
The sky stayed cloudy all day. The sky stayed cloudy all day.
The sky stayed cloudy all day.
I was frightened by the sight. I was frightened by the sight.
I was frightened by the sight.
I'll leave it to your imagination. I'll leave it to your imagination.
I'll leave it to your imagination.
She didn't turn up after all. She didn't turn up after all.
She didn't turn up after all.
When do you play tennis? When do you play tennis?
When do you play tennis?
Do you have rain gear with you? Do you have rain gear with you?
Do you have rain gear with you?
Here comes the noisy one. Here comes the noisy one.
Here comes the noisy one.
The house is now under construction. The house is now under construction.
The house is now under construction.
You seem kind of down. You seem kind of down.
You seem kind of down.
Did you enjoy yourself at the party? Did you enjoy yourself at the party?
Did you enjoy yourself at the party?
That kind of bluff never works. That kind of bluff never works.
That kind of bluff never works.
Put the money in the bank. Put the money in the bank.
Put the money in the bank.
The train arrived on time. The train arrived on time.
The train arrived on time.
I can't get the lid off. I can't get the lid off.
I can't get the lid off.
I got too drunk last night. I got too drunk last night.
I got too drunk last night.
How do you commute to work? How do you commute to work?
How do you commute to work?
The engine would not start. The engine would not start.
The engine would not start.
Please come whenever you like. Please come whenever you like.
Please come whenever you like.
Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time?
Did you have a good time?
I can't say I disagree. I can't say I disagree.
I can't say I disagree.
Half a loaf is better than none. Half a loaf is better than none.
Half a loaf is better than none.
Save a little for me. Save a little for me?
Save a little for me.
This is just between you and me. This is just between you and me.
This is just between you and me.
Children can play without danger here. Children can play without danger here.
Children can play without danger here.
It's too sunny to stay inside. It's too sunny to stay inside.
It's too sunny to stay inside.
Is there a tennis court around here? Is there a tennis court around here?
Is there a tennis court around here?
It's such a treat to see you. It's such a treat to see you.
It's such a treat to see you.
Talk like that will raise suspicion. Talk like that will raise suspicion.
Talk like that will raise suspicion.
Where have you been all day? Where have you been all day?
Where have you been all day?
It is anything but big. It is anything but big.
It is anything but big.
Could you empty the trash, please? Could you empty the trash, please?
Could you empty the trash, please?
Ben has been looking for you. Ben has been looking for you.
Ben has been looking for you.
Is the hotel close to the airport? Is the hotel close to the airport?
Is the hotel close to the airport?
You should carry out his offer. You should carry out his offer.
You should carry out his offer.
This word has a double meaning. This word has a double meaning.
This word has a double meaning.
Let's take the bus that leaves at 5. Let's take the bus that leaves at 5.
Let's take a look at the bus that leaves at 5.
The answers are all right. The answers are all right.
The answers are all right.
It will get warmer soon. It will get warmer soon.
It will get warmer soon.
Look at that big hammer. Look at that big hammer.
Look at that big hammer.
Don't give it a second thought. Don't give it a second thought.
Don't give it a second thought.
Where in Madrid are you staying? Where in Madrid are you staying?
Where in Madrid are you staying?
Nobody was paying attention to her. Nobody was paying attention to her.
Nobody was paying attention to her.
It will be warm all day. It will be warm all day.
It will be warm all day.
Let me show you how. Let me show you how.
Let me show you how.
I have stuff to do. I have stuff to do.
I have stuff to do.
I've always wanted to try it. I've always wanted to try it.
I've always wanted to try it.
You should go see for yourself. You should go see for yourself.
You should go see for yourself.
What time does the store close? What time does the store close?
What time does the store close?
Let's go early, shall we? Let's go early, shall we?
Let's go early, shall we?
My schedule is tight next week. My schedule is tight next week.
My schedule is tight next week.
I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
Can I access the internet from here? Can I access the internet from here?
Can I access the internet from here?
First of all, I will read this. First of all, I will read this.
First of all, I will read this.
That song's bound to be a hit. That song's bound to be a hit.
That song's bound to be a hit.
Where can I get something to eat? Where can I get something to eat?
Where can I get something to eat?
Is this place within cell phone range? Is this place within cell phone range?
Is this place within cell phone range?
Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business.
I wish you could stay longer. I wish you could stay longer.
I wish you could stay longer.
I'll be counting on you. I'll be counting on you.
I'll be counting on you.
What are your plans this evening? What are your plans for this evening?
What are your plans this evening?
You're right on the button. You're right on the button.
You're right on the button.
Is it far if I walk? Is it far if I walk?
Is it far if I walk?
Would you lend me a hand? Would you lend me a hand?
Would you lend me a hand?
We're getting off track here. We're getting off track here.
We're getting off track here.
Could you say that again, please? Could you say that again, please?
Could you say that again, please?
I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I remember like it was yesterday.
The company suffered big losses. The company suffered big losses.
The company suffered big losses.
I'm going on a date. I'm going on a date.
I'm going on a date.
The diamond was valued at $5,000. The diamond was valued at $5,000.
The diamond was valued at $5,000.
Where did you find the key? Where did you find the key?
Where did you find the key?
When did you start learning Chinese? When did you start learning Chinese?
When did you start learning Chinese?
I'd like to make an appointment. I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment.
He is an unsung hero. He is an unsung hero.
He's an unsung hero.
Which college are you aiming for? Which college are you aiming for?
Which college are you aiming for?
We take air and water for granted. We take air and water for granted.
We take air and water for granted.
What food do you like? What food do you like?
What food do you like?
If I were you, I would. If I were you, I would.
If I were you, I would.
I saw land in the distance. I saw land in the distance.
I saw land in the distance.
Could I have a screwdriver? Could I have a screwdriver?
Could I have a screwdriver?
How did you know about this restaurant? How did you know about this restaurant?
How did you know about this restaurant?
Can I borrow that for a second? Can I borrow that for a second?
Can I borrow that for a second?
Why did you open the box? Why did you open the box?
Why did you open the box?
What made her do so? What made her do so?
What made her do so?
Will you turn on the TV? Will you turn on the TV?
Will you turn on the TV?
Let's touch base with each other. Let's touch base with each other.
Let's touch base with each other.
The rule reads in two ways. The rule reads in two ways.
The rule reads in two ways.
I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if I can make it.
I don't know if I can make it.
These books are accessible to all members. These books are accessible to all members.
These books are accessible to all members.
This sum of money won't go far. This sum of money won't go far.
This sum of money won't go far.
Mr. Smith is all right now. Mr. Smith is all right now.
Mr. Smith is all right now.
I need to get a hold of Tim. I need to get a hold of Tim.
I need to get a hold of Tim.
Do you remember seeing me before? Do you remember seeing me before?
Do you remember seeing me before?
I'm sure you'll like it. I'm sure you'll like it.
I'm sure you'll like it.
Do you feel like eating out tonight? Do you feel like eating out tonight?
Do you feel like eating out tonight?
Why don't you pace yourself? Why don't you pace yourself?
Why don't you pace yourself?
Prior to the meeting, they had dinner. Prior to the meeting, they had dinner.
Prior to the meeting, they had dinner.
The news caused alarm throughout the village. The news caused alarm throughout the village.
The news caused alarm throughout the village.
I'll give you a call later. I'll give you a call later.
I'll give you a call later.
Isn't this the book you're looking for? Isn't this the book you're looking for?
Isn't this the book you're looking for?
I heard something fall to the ground. I heard something fall to the ground.
I heard something fall to the ground.
Could I have the check, please? Could I have the check, please?
Could I have the check, please?
I'm not very good with my hands. I'm not very good with my hands.
I'm not very good with my hands.
Neither dress looks very good. Neither dress looks very good.
Neither dress looks very good.
It was nice talking to you. It was nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you.
Allow me to introduce Steve to you. Allow me to introduce Steve to you.
Allow me to introduce Steve to you.
Bill didn't turn up at the party. Bill didn't turn up at the party.
Bill didn't turn up at the party.
For what reason did you cry? For what reason did you cry?
For what reason did you cry?
Our country is rich in marine products. Our country is rich in marine products.
Our country is rich in marine products.
Do you know where she is? Do you know where she is?
Do you know where she is?
Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Which way did he go?
There are 10 people in this room. There are 10 people in this room.
There are 10 people in this room.
How do you say this in English? How do you say this in English?
How do you say this in English?
All he talks about is himself. All he talks about is himself.
All he talks about is himself.
Do you need some help? Do you need some help?
Do you need some help?
This meal is adequate for 2. This meal is adequate for 2.
This meal is adequate for 2.
Did you have a good sleep? Did you have a good sleep?
Did you have a good sleep?
I wish I had one like this. I wish I had one like this.
I wish I had one like this.
The final was a close match. The final was a close match.
The final was a close match.
Don't risk your health by over-drinking. Don't risk your health by over-drinking.
Don't risk your health by over-drinking.
What a beautiful flower this is. What a beautiful flower this is.
What a beautiful flower this is.
That's very nice of you. That's very nice of you.
That's very nice of you.
Don't give way to temptation. Don't give way to temptation.
Don't give way to temptation.
I never imagined meeting you here. I never imagined meeting you here.
I never imagined meeting you here.
I look forward to it. I look forward to it.
I look forward to it.
Just relax and have some fun. Just relax and have some fun.
Just relax and have some fun.
The foreigner speaks Japanese fairly well. The foreigner speaks Japanese fairly well.
The foreigner speaks Japanese fairly well.
It's a shortcut to the school. It's a shortcut to the school.
It's a shortcut to the school.
Are we allowed to take pictures here? Are we allowed to take pictures here?
Are we allowed to take pictures in here?
Does this hat go with my jacket? Does this hat go with my jacket?
Does this hat go with my jacket?
I want to be good at English. I want to be good at English.
I want to be good at English.
A bit north. A bit north.
A bit north.
Why don't we do lunch today? Why don't we do lunch today?
Why don't we do lunch today?
Did I keep you waiting? Did I keep you waiting?
Did I keep you waiting?
Would you like some cake? Would you like some cake?
Would you like some cake?
This music suits my present mood. This music suits my present mood.
This music suits my present mood.
Which of these rackets is yours? Which of these rackets is yours?
Which of these rackets is yours?
What time can I come over? What time can I come over?
What time can I come over?
When will it be ready? When will it be ready?
When will it be ready?
Can we have 4 small plates? Can we have 4 small plates?
Can we have 4 small plates?
The little girl did nothing but cry. The little girl did nothing but cry.
That little girl did nothing but cry.
Can I have a magazine? Can I have a magazine?
Can I have a magazine?
We can make a day of it. We can make a day of it.
We can make a day of it.
They say that old house is haunted. They say that old house is haunted.
They say that old house is haunted.
The water is not boiling yet. The water is not boiling yet.
The water is not boiling yet.
She's easily moved to tears. She's easily moved to tears.
She's easily moved to tears.
I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this.
I don't want any of this.
Don't be afraid of the consequences. Don't be afraid of the consequences.
Don't be afraid of the consequences.
We had an examination in English yesterday. We had an examination in English yesterday.
We had an examination in English yesterday.
Do you have this in a different color? Do you have this in a different color?
Do you have this in a different color?
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice.
There are no houses around here. There are no houses around here.
There are no houses around here.
I can't put it into words well. I can't put it into words well.
I can't put it into words well.
We are anxious for world peace. We are anxious for world peace.
We are anxious for world peace.
Okay, I will call back later. Okay, I will call back later.
Okay, I will call back later.
We'll be through in a minute. We'll be through in a minute.
We'll be through in a minute.
You can take as many as you want. You can't take as many as you want.
You can take as many as you want.
It takes some getting used to. It takes some getting used to.
It takes some getting used to.
I sometimes do that too. I sometimes do that too.
I sometimes do that too.
Why don't you come visit me? Why don't you come visit me?
Why don't you come visit me?
I've just finished my work. I've just finished my work.
I've just finished my work.
There is nothing we can do. There is nothing we can do.
There's nothing we can do.
It's none of your business. It's none of your business.
It's none of your business.
The problem was beset with difficulties. The problem was beset with difficulties.
The problem was beset with difficulties.
Don't push yourself too hard. Don't push yourself too hard.
Don't push yourself too hard.
This vending machine is out of order. This vending machine is out of order.
This vending machine is out of order.
Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine.
Your guess is as good as mine.
How do I do it? How do I do it?
How do I do it?
Cats can see in the dark. Cats can see in the dark.
Cats can see in the dark.
Is there anything wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that?
Is there anything wrong with that?
How was your summer break? How was your summer break?
How was your summer break?
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
I'm with you on that.
It's a little over my budget. It's a little over my budget.
It's a little over my budget.
Don't burst into the room without knocking. Don't burst into the room without knocking.
Don't burst into the room without knocking.